Hey, I just wanted to let you know that Zoe and I were talking. We wanted to get together sometime next week. We all been busy, so it's time for a catch-up. Plus, it's the holiday season, you know? Just let me know when works for you so we can make something happen, all right? I'll talk to you later.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. The Jacksonville Jags have the football, and it looks like they are ready to go. First drive of the game. They go play action here on first down. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be second down. That's complete to Robinson. Powering his way forward. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson shreds him with a stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drive. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. On first down at Stafford. Open there, right side is Cup, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. It's Robinson, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Looking to throw. Fleming, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Play action. Fleming. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Got his man. It's the veteran Landry.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Back to throw. Fleming.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Off the play fake. Fleming. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Off play action. Fleming. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fleming. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fleming toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Off the play fake, Fleming. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fleming. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Fleming. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Fleming. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Landry, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Fleming. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense.
Looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.
Coming up on next week's slate of NFL games, we've got the AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. So we figured, hey, why not do a little did you know about the shared history of these two franchises? And it's one that began in the first regular season game ever played by the Jags, a 10-3 loss to the Titans, known then as the Oilers. Now, these teams have been rivals since the AFC Central Division was still a thing, but, neither team has been able to win the Super Bowl in that time. And, of course, the one time the Titans did advance to the big game, it was, guess who? The Jaguars they had to tame along the way, beat them in the AFC Championship. Of course, Tennessee wound up losing that Super Bowl to the Rams. Meantime, Jacksonville's still hoping to get there one day. As for the rest of the week, let's make our way to the opposite coast and talk about the NFC West, where I've got some updates regarding the status of some key players.
Yo, I just realized I need to start doing some Christmas shopping, and I'm tripping right now because I have no idea what to buy for a millionaire. That's how much you made it, bro. I no longer know what kind of presents to buy you. Hey, for real though, big game this week. This stretch run of the season is going to define your rookie year. So make them count.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Gun on third down. Fleming, and he's got the hook up to Landry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
First carry here for Robinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. They'll run it now with Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run here with Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first and 10, Fleming. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Back to throw. Fleming. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Fleming. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16.
And here comes Reynolds as they try the jet sweep.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. This pass complete to Reynolds. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Fleming. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now here's Hill.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Fertzer. Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Off play action. Fleming. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fleming. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. There's Chark with a great grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carter Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because
the key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Off the play fake. Fleming. That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. A big play coming up here. 3rd down and 2 from inside the red zone. What can this offense do? Let's find out. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Fleming got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid you just mentioned?
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. On third down, it's Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, it's not often that I expect.
We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sideline.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A field goal does them no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are good. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Jacksonville, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.